Peace, peace, peace. It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. Up high, representing the House of Genesis. Listen, my kids is officially bad, okay? They don't listen. Listen, yesterday, we at Myers. Peace, God. We at Myers, and we walking out. You know the people who check the bags, like, can I see your receipt? And I'd be like, absolutely not. You should have been at the register with me. You feel me? So we walking out the store, and the chick is asking the people in front of us, can I see your receipt? And like some weak people, they stop to show them the receipt. Either go outside or upstairs. Outside or upstairs. So I'm like, I'm not stopping at no door to show no receipt. I never do. When they be like, can I see your receipt? I be like, hell no, and I keep it walking, right? So the chick is checking somebody else's cart. So as I'm walking towards the door, I'm using an explanation of what the officer looked like. She was a short, round, white woman in a police officer's uniform. And she said to me, come here. And I said, hell no, absolutely not. And I kept walking, okay? And she says, wait a minute, I got something for the babies. And I said, well, you need to lead with that, not come here. Because I don't know what makes you think that I was going to respond positively to that. I just wasn't thinking, okay, whatever. She gives my children some guns. Wait, what? The police officer gives my two babies, each of them their own gun, right? And tells them to put water in them, okay? And then some stickers and a police cap and hat and all of this, okay? Right? So I'm sitting there like, wait, there's more. She's saying, wait, there's more. Here's some stickers. Wait, there's more. Can I get a piece of candy? And one. Now you give my kids guns and drugs. The police stopped me at Meijer to give my kids guns and drugs. True story. Stop me when I'm lying. Okay. So anyway, we in the car. My kids do the drugs that the police gave them. We call it sugar, Laffy Taffy, or whatever. So they do their kid drugs and they get geeked up. Now they got guns and they get home and they put ammo in them. They go and get water, okay? They proceed to spray everything and everybody all night. Now, I'm Baba. I'm working. Don't spray me, okay? Don't spray me. See how I'm looking? Don't spray me. And they like, okay. Yep, in a minute. And so I went the whole night without getting sprayed. Today they decide they want to go outside and play. All right, do your personal hygiene. Let's eat. Let's make sure everything okay. Let's go outside and play. Can we play with our guns? Here they go again. Police gave my children guns, and now they want to. All right, go ahead. But instead of you running in and out my house all day, let me fill this bucket up and show y'all the old school way. You just got to dip it down there, watch the bubbles come out, shake it a little bit, fill the gun up. Remember, don't spray each other on the porch. Go in the grass so you ain't running from each other and falling. Put all the safety measures in play. My children came in here and for whatever reason started just talking shit to me. Like, I'm working. What is going on? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And so, boom, they put their guns out. I'm like, see, that's why I don't even be arguing with people because y'all don't really be about that. I was going to throw the fade, but you want to pull your guns out. It's cool. I give. Like, gone. Don't spray me. I told y'all already. And they like, yeah, but you getting wet today. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Don't spray me. She's like, well, you're wet. And they start spraying me. Now, I'm like, what the fuck? In my mind, didn't I just say, do not spray me? They are like, fuck you. Like, basically, they still spraying me. I'm screaming, stop. I'm not playing. But now, this water cold as shit. Every time they spray me, I'm here doing some dumb shit like this. Telling them, laughing, because the shit cold as fuck, trying to tell them, hey, stop, I'm serious. I'm screaming, I'm serious. 15 fucking times in a row. And they like, fuck your seriousness. You wet today. Now I'm mad, but I can't be mad because I'm motherfucking laughing. And I want to blow their candles out and knock their fucking cake on the floor and shit. But I'm like, yo, it took me like a good 3 minutes. I was soaking wet to get them to understand, like, no, I'm dead ass serious. You know what I'm saying? Buckets at 6 a.m. They tested Bob as gangster. You feel me? So here I am, wet, feeling like a whole ass dude, because that shit don't work with nobody now. What I say? The motherfucker, fuck you. Like, oh, all right. That's all I had. See, that's the little secret y'all don't know. If y'all get past that, I ain't got nothing left. Fuck I say. Man, fuck you. All right, I was just saying, like I said, I just said it. That's always okay, shit. So now that I guess they know that Bobby ain't talking that shit, he ain't gonna do shit. I'll be here, I'll whoop y'all. What I tell you, you wanna whoop, I'll whoop. I ain't whooping shit. I ain't fighting sleep. Yeah, they about that life, but they was on my head. So I'm wet. So now I'm gonna try to get back to work. I think that they know that I'm serious. I said I was serious and I didn't want to get wet, but it was kind of fun. I needed that. I was told to embrace life as a child again. So I appreciate them for being disobedient and making me be childlike. Like, you ain't gonna do shit. You gonna whoop us for wetting you with a water gun that the police gave us? We'll just go tell the police. So after I had the encounter with the police, she gave all my kids all the guns and the drugs and all of that shit. And the equipment to impersonate an officer. Okay, so let me just be very clear. She would set my kids up for entrapment. She gave them all the things to impersonate an officer. Here's a hat and a badge and all this shit. Here's some drugs and here's a gun. That's what the police gave my children. But yeah, I had to let that inner child play. But I'm definitely going to report that officer next week. But yo, man, I just had to tell y'all that ain't nobody scared of me no more. Not even my 2-year-old. And so I don't know. I'm gonna have to find something to do. I can't be a tough guy. I gotta be I don't know. I think I might start baking cakes and shit like my son. You know, fuck. That keeps from being too serious. It's a blessing, really. And yeah, that lady knew her assignment. Sheesh. Right? They do. Yeah, man. I love my babies for that, man. I love that, bringing that, you know what I'm saying, that energy. Like sometimes when I be like, all right, and then they just run by and start giggling and shit, and I just be like, yeah, I know, right? You know, like we put ourselves in there. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, be aware of it, because I'm aware of it. Like I said, that was part of a reading that was done for me, is that I have to reapproach my environment and my community with a new sense of transformation, and I have to apply it with approach it with children's eyes. So I don't go a lot of places because I've been in the community for a long time. And with that, I know a lot of things that have happened, that have taken place, what people have been involved in. And I've spent 10, 15, 20 years of being judgmental and being like, no, I'm not going there. This person did this, and this person did that, and this person did this, and this person was involved in that. And these things break my heart, and I don't share them a lot because I'm not one of them, I'm going to go and fuck up people's reputation. But I do know about quite a few things that has caused me to be very offish to damn near everybody in the community. And so receiving that word, it made sense. Like, okay, yeah, I can see that. Like, reapproach it. I've had conversations with people recently about people going to different places that I damn sure was not going to be at. And people were coming and telling me, oh, I ran into so-and-so. And I just got to tell you, they're a totally different person. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, I don't give a fuck that and fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But with what I have been given, because we got to understand the Kali Yoga's over. The energy of everything is changing. The energy of everything. Things are being exposed. It's not up to me to have to hold that weight of the memories of other people's growth and development, of other people's challenges, of other people's failures and opportunities to reapproach with success. Because if I stop fucking with you when you fucked up, or when you failed, or when you fell short, or you failed somebody in the community, or you pulled forth an action that didn't satisfy or serve you or your community properly. And I'm like, you know what? I'm never fucking with them again. And then 7 years go by and you learn from that, like I did. Like, cause I had my own things about my ego and how I spoke to people, how I dealt with people. I was like, because I did everything by myself. So I was very like, yeah, this is me. Yeah, I'm a boss. Yeah, I'm this. I'm da 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 da. And you ain't shit. And that's why I lost every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So now having that restart, right? And having that ability to reapproach with a new sense of spirit, mind, body, and presentation. I don't want people judging me off of how I spoke to them 20 years ago. So what the fuck made me think that I'm supposed to walk and think, oh, I'm not supporting them because I remember 20 years ago when they ran the school. Oh, I'm not supporting them because I remember 20 years ago when she was on Woodward and had the first shop and she said this to me. Oh, I'm not supporting this person because, and in my mind, all of these things are valid. And I never say, oh, don't support them. People would be like, yo, what's popping on a Friday? Oh, so-and-so and so-and-so. Oh, shit, let's all go. Oh, I don't go there. I don't fuck with them. Why would you tell us? Because it is popping. It is a lot of people there. It is. So I ain't never been no hater, but I have been a let me stay the fuck away. I don't go nowhere I'm not invited, right? So now with this new sense of reapproaching things with the childlike mindset, I was a little bit turned off to that, like, shit. But as the more I sat and I thought about it, I'm like, damn, how different am I since the times that these things have taken place that I feel that I was my oppression trap triangle. Oh, it's up to me to save the community, to save, to not support because I think that, nah, you know how much stuff has happened. You know how many people that I thought supported me that have shown me that they should have never even been spit on by me. You know how many people that I've treated and spoke to in a disrespectful way that turned around to be the very people that came and assisted me and helped me when I was down. So, you know what I'm saying? We go through trials, we go through tribulations, we go through learning experiences, and we should not be judged for things that have been done 15, 20 years ago. Now, me personally, this is like a statute of limitations spiritually. Me personally, the statute of limitations on sexual violations and violations and assault on women and children, I'm not so lenient. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, well, 10, 15 years ago, he violated them. But, people change. That I'm not. And I'll say this. Yo, peace. I see you, love. I'm doing well. Peace, Kayla. Let's be very clear. This is my ideology and my thought process. But if we really think about it, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not up to me to forgive, or any of that. It's up to the individuals that was involved in all of that. But just speaking very candidly, that is to me. And it's funny because I had a conversation with somebody during the Women's Psychedelic Conference that took place a couple weeks ago. And we were talking about this very thing, about how I don't deal with certain people because of certain things. And the conversation about how other people dealing with people who don't deal with people. And I said, I'm not one of them people where if I say I don't fuck with this person because they did this, that, and the other, that I feel like you as my friend shouldn't deal with that person, right? However, I am very aware of that. And in my mind, I make my own judgments. And so the conversation was at play. And the woman said to me, well, it wasn't a sexual violation. So for me, that's different. And I said, as a man, that's the motherfucking problem. Because we look at violations and we measure them. Oh, well, they violated this person's body. They entered this, they sexual violation. All right, well, give me a minute. I'm gonna cut you some apples and some strawberries and blueberries. Well, I know you don't want no blueberries. I'm gonna get y'all some fruit. But then a physical assault, like, oh, they slapped them, punched them, beat them up. Okay, that's still up here, but it's down here. Okay. Then a financial assault. They robbed me. They took money from me. They told me they was gonna sell me something. I sent the money. They never sent the goods, right? Things like this, financial assault. Then we have verbal assault. They spoke foul on me. They spoke foul on my children. Right? Then we have emotional assault, right? And we have and a lot of people will measure these. And as a man, who very rarely do men speak publicly about the sexual assaults that take place, because they do happen. Because there's a woman in our community that I've been made aware of that's coming to our community as if they was part of our community, and I don't think they are, and took a man into a mushroom journey under the guise of assisting them with some mental and emotional things, and sexually assaulted that man during that journey. And because of privacy and people wanting to remain silent, this is something that's being held and not being spoken of who. But it's happening. It's happening. And so with that, it's very rare. So the judgments that people will use, some people will lie or insinuate things on the individuals to try to give them a reputation, okay, which is going on in our community. There's individuals out here who don't like other individuals, and these people are people of power who are verbally assassinating people's characters, telling lies, straight the fuck up. I've sat in the room myself and heard this individual speak on, I'm going to lie and do all of this, and will assassinate individuals' characters with such violations, while they or others will look at other violations like financial assaults and all of these and be like, well, that's different. And so you'll move with somebody who robbed me. You'll move with somebody who stole from me. You'll move with somebody who spoke foul on me and my family. But if I move with somebody who sexually assaulted you, oh, you foul and I don't need to fuck with you. And like I said, I'm not one of them people who measure it, but I do point it out. That is mighty interesting. Y'all let all these flies in here. Is that door closed? Okay. So it's a lot of things. Yes. It's a lot of things that we need to be aware of. We need to be careful of. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, I am striving to reapproach my community and moving around with a new sense of beginning and paying attention with children's eyes. Not as an elder, I see this action here is to be, nope, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing right now for whatever reason. And so it's a struggle, it's a challenge, but I accept it. You know what I'm saying? Man, this escalated quickly. I came on here to talk about my babies disrespecting me for 2 or 3 minutes, and we on here for 20 minutes. And I don't even know how we segued into that, but apparently somebody needed to hear that. I needed to share that. So there it is, right? I love y'all. I ain't really here to drop nothing too much. So if y'all need to get with me, let me know. And as always, tell somebody you love them in the language that they can understand it in. Peace.